Hey guys, this morning I'm just going to steam some wallpaper off the walls with our new steamer. I'm going to see how it goes, just because, like I said, I think in another vlog, they don't plaster the whole wall, they just it's called chip stop in the joints, so they just fill the joints and then either wallpaper or paint it, so I don't know how it's going to come off. So we just had lunch and just wanted to show you what the wall looks like. It's a bit strange. It feels rather strange, like stripping wallpaper over here, because it's just straight on plasterboard, so it's like paper on top of paper, and you're not really sure what paper layer you have to go back to. So this is what the wall looks like. Looks rather messy. So I'm just hoping that we can manage to plaster it. I'm sure we will. It's just finding what plaster you actually need to use. So I'm just going to continue doing the walls now. Stripping wallpaper takes ages. It's just taken me an hour and a half to strip a tiny little wall. So all I've done is this little wall behind the door. Trying to be careful not to take it down too far, because you've just got to, obviously the plasterboard's got a little bit of paper on there, but you just got to be careful not to take it too far down so you start chipping into the actual, like the plaster. So I've just been trying to be careful. It just takes a while. Hey guys, we've done quite a lot this afternoon. Benji came and helped me with the garden, so he chopped down our horrible thorny hawthorn tree, which was there where that sort of hole is. We've carted it all away. He's now trying to clear up the vine from the floor, and I think I finally finished turning over the soil in my veggie patch, so I might be able to plant my veggies tomorrow, which would be good because I think they're just slowly starting to die in the pots. One more load, and then we can knock off and have dinner.
Today's looking like a day. They'll start off with a good morning, hi, and ending.
Hey guys, just been into the bank and set up our joint accounts, and I need to get like my IRD number sorted and things, so I've just been into the like work and pensions place and got an IRD form. We're just going to nip to the post office now. What do you need to know?
Change of ownership.
Oh, change of ownership for the car that we're borrowing off Jane and Gav, that they're very kindly given to us. Hey guys, we're just on the way to Ben's dad's. We're just going to go pick up a couple of wardrobes and chairs and things just for our house until our shipping container arrives with our furniture in. And then we're just going to have dinner there too.
Just to make choices all of our lives. So come on,
hey guys, this morning we've been doing some gardening again. I've managed to plant all my veggies, so they're in nice even rows, or evenish rows, but it's quite a full veggie garden. There's maybe room for 1 or 2 more rows of something. I'm not sure what that'll be yet, but this is, show you from here, this is the veggie garden. So what have we got? Got some lettuces, silver beet, cauliflower, beetroot, broccoli, and there's lettuces in there. Then some spring onions, some more cauliflower, and then all around the edges I've planted tomatoes, and then there's some corn, a cucumber, and some more corn down here. So I'm just going into the house now. I'm going to get some lunch. Benji's already at the house, he's just putting a pizza on, I think. Ben has been, I'll try and show you around here, he's been chainsawing again today. So he started like down the side of the house and at the front of the house. So, just cutting all the bushes back really. That's some aftermath there.
We're almost like a little family. So forget the past and live in peace. And smiling with a rainbow of colors, a rainbow dirt.
Just a lot of debris at the moment because it's not all been cleared away. It's just cut trees and things down. So I think he gets a bit chainsaw happy sometimes, but no, it needed to be pushed back a little bit because it's just like loads of bush and like jungle encroaching on the garden. Hey guys, so this afternoon I've been cleaning up again in the house, so I've just given the skirting boards a wipe round and scrubbed like the floor a little bit where it's all mucky, cleaned behind the cooker because it was all greasy there, and we've started bringing some furniture in that we've borrowed from Ben's mum and dad. So they're just old 70s style chairs, but they're comfy and they will do for us for now. Our container's arriving in New Zealand on the 22nd of January, so hopefully it'll arrive with us not too long after that. So we've got our bed in that room. That's it's the second smallest room. We are currently stripping the wallpaper still in the biggest bedroom here, so we'll do that and then we'll eventually move in here. So yeah, we've borrowed a fridge and a dining table. We need to buy a fridge, but we've got a dining room table coming. We didn't bring our fridge with us because that was quite old, so we just had to borrow one now. But yeah, we're going to go to the supermarket and buy a few things for breakfast tomorrow because it's going to be our first night in here. We haven't got any food. Hey guys, so today I've not been vlogging at all really. I cleaned the house this morning, so finished like cleaning the bathroom and the toilet and things, so the house is all clean now. And then we went into town. Ben needed to activate his Visa bank card, so now we can purchase things online, which is good. And just come home, and now I'm about to make dinner. So last night was our first night in this house, which was good. And so tomorrow we're going to Nelson to do some shopping. We go to the supermarket and do our first big food shop, which is a little bit scary. Food prices are more expensive over here than in the UK, and it's always scary when you're doing your first shop because you need to get all the basics like salt, flour, like herbs, things like that. So that'll be scary. What else do we need to do? There is something else we need to do, but I can't remember. Don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get on with cooking dinner and I'll talk to you later. We are using the time we have because we don't have any TV or... Well, we do have interweb, but we're tethering it from our mobiles.
We've got no van.
So we're being very productive and doing some paperwork. I filled in my IRD application form, tax number, and made a list, very long list for tomorrow. We're going to go to the warehouse and then go to the supermarket, get some phones and things, landlines that is. Benji, I think, is just looking at exchange rates and deciding when we should transfer our money over. And whether to wait or do it now because the interest rate's quite good over here. But the exchange rate at the moment is bad, so we can either transfer it over and lose money on the exchange rate but gain money in interest, or leave it in the UK and just try and wait until the exchange rate goes up, if it goes up. I don't know. Good morning guys. Today is super wet. There's like a storm that's drifting over the region and it's calmed down a bit now, but earlier this morning it was so windy and it's rained so much. Doesn't actually look like anything at the moment. I should have really filmed it when it was full blast, but yeah, the rain has been going sideways and it's just been very, very windy. So we're just going over to Jane and Gav's, Ben's mum and stepdad, and we're going to go and have a coffee because I've promised Jane that I'll set up her new phone. And then we're going to go to Nelson this afternoon and get some groceries and some other things from the warehouse. Benji's in his wet weather gear, shorts and wellies. Hey guys, we're just driving over the hill to Nelson. The weather's cleared up a bit and it's sunny now. We've arrived at the warehouse with our big list. We're just impulse buying in the warehouse. Benji just can't resist a sandwich toasty maker for $10.
It's got toasty sandwiches, isn't it?
Really good.
Because then you can have one with egg, just egg and butter.
About a cake pop maker, or how about a mini donut maker? Yummy.
Right. Please make it stop.
Hey guys, we're just going over the hill back home. We've been to Pack and Save and got a load of groceries. It wasn't as bad as we thought. It came to $300 dead on pretty much, which is about it's under £150. It's not too bad for a first shop. So it's 9:15 now. We've been out all day. Hey you guys. Today is a lot nicer day than yesterday. This morning I've just been doing paperwork. We're trying to sort out the electricity situation here, so we're trying to move it over so it's in our name, but also make sure we get the best deal. But it's really confusing. We've got, how many meters have we got? I think we've got at least 4 meters. So one's connected to the hot water cylinder, which means that you get a better rate or something, but they can cut you off if they need some more electricity somewhere else. Like if everyone's using it at the same time, they can, like, you might not have any electricity for your hot water. But it's just really confusing. We've got these 4 meters that are just like at the side of the house here. So they're all in there. So anyway, we think we've figured it out, and we're going to go with a company called Ecotricity, which they get all the power from eco sources, so like wind, solar, or like wave, which is quite good. I'm currently just making some muesli up, and I think I might try and toast it in the oven. So Pack and Save yesterday, I bought some rolled oats, all bran, some seeds, some sultanas, so I'm going to try and do that. Hey guys, so my muesli's now toasted, and I've tasted it and it doesn't taste too bad. It'd be nice if there was a little bit more fruit in there, maybe, to get it a bit more sweeter. Oh, and I was meant to coat it in honey as well before I like toasted it in the oven, but I didn't have any honey, so it just had oil on it, which obviously means it's not as sweet as it should be, but I've only done about that much. See if I like it and then see if I can tweak it a little bit. So yeah, I have also just painted some like rust oil stuff on the letterbox, so I can maybe paint it this afternoon or tomorrow to be good. I don't know what we're doing, it like a blue and then a red. I'm not sure which part will be blue and which part will be red yet, but I'll decide that later. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do it blue with a red little lever. We'll see. Benji's still chopping down trees with his chainsaw, and I'm going to go and help him. Hey guys, I just thought I'd show you my veggie patch. It's not looking too good. I'm not sure why. Well, I kind of got a little bit of an idea. Well, I didn't plant the veggies till about a week after we bought them, and I don't know if I overwatered them in the pots, because they're a little bit droopy when I put them in, but now it feels like they've just shriveled up. We have been watering them every night, but like they're my lettuces, they're just shriveled up to nothing. These are even worse. What's that, silver beet? Sorry, stand not in the shadows. Yeah, that's a silver beet. What's that? Beetroot. They're more lettuces, but they're all shriveled up. So I've also just put my herbs in. I didn't know where to put them at first because I didn't want the mint, because mint spreads quite a lot and I didn't want it spreading into everything. So I've put the mint, the basil and the chives all in a big pot together. So that's my big pot, that's basil, that's my nice chives, that's my mint. I might just chop these rhododendrons back a bit so they're not providing shade to that too much. I also don't know if this garden's a bit too windy now. Ben's chopped all my trees down around it. Helping the situation. I'll also just show you what Ben's been doing the last 2 days around the garden. He's been trimming all the plants like at the side of the house and at the front of the house. So like these, he's just been trying to trim all like the lower branches off so you can get in between it all. So it's opened it up quite a bit. There's a big fuchsia there that we still need to trim. So we're going to have to rake all of this stuff up. So I'd like to make all this here into lawn. I'm just not sure what to do with these lilies in the middle. I quite like them, but they kind of are just plonked in the middle of the lawn. I don't know whether to maybe like trim the ones off at this side and just make the bunch a bit smaller. Because we're thinking like when this side of the house gets shade, that other side's getting sun. So we might be able to sit here, just get a bit of shade when that's in the sun. So it might be nice to lawn it all out. I'm now just going to go and start on dinner. Jane has given me some veggies. Runner beans are in season at the moment, and I never used to like runner beans, but there's some very imaginative salads that you can do with the beans. So I'm going to try and do a salad with the beans tonight. And I think we've got lamb chops or steak. This is our meal tonight. We've got green bean and broccoli salad, couscous salad, tomatoes. Why do I keep getting potatoes and tomatoes confused? Mashed potatoes and lamb chops. Yummy. Hey guys, we've just had lunch and I'm just preparing dinner. We're going to go down to the beach and have a picnic. So I've used some of the leftover veggies that Jane gave me the other day to do like salads with. I made like a couscous salad as well. And I'm just frying up some ribeye steak that's also off the farm. So it's about 2:30 now. We're going to go down to the beach about 3. Have a bit of a play around with our frisbee and then have dinner a bit later on. Hey guys, it's 10 to 4 and we're just in the car on the way to the beach. We're not sure which one we're going to go to yet. We're going to try Pahara because it's be good for the frisbee, but it might be a bit too windy, so we might go to Liga or Wainui. So we're on Pahara Beach now. We've just been playing frisbee. We're just walking down to the sea. It goes quite far out in Pahara, so it's quite a good frisbee beach because there's no like driftwood or anything that you might stand on. It's quite smooth. Little starfish. He's alive, so we might just put him back in the sea again, so he'll bake. Just packing up now and going for an ice cream. And then I think we're going to go and eat we were going to have our picnic on the beach, but I think we're going to go and eat it at Ben's dad's, have a drive out and see him. This is a pub here called the Penguin. There's meant to be a penguin, well there is a penguin crossing a little bit further up the road, but hard hardly anyone has ever seen a penguin there, so I don't know how many penguins there actually are. Probably quite rare, aren't they, really? We've just been to Wainui. We're on our way back, and Bird's dad's given us some homemade plum jam, which is nice. He said he had trouble setting it though, something about he didn't know. He thought, I don't know, he thought there was too much sugar in there, but he followed the recipe anyway. It didn't, still a bit runny, so. So I could maybe bake with it or something. It's maybe too soggy for toast, I don't know. Or a pie. So we've just come to the village milk place. It's this like add-on to a farm, a dairy farm. They sell raw milk from a vending machine. So raw milk is when is it not pasteurised, or is it pasteurised but
it's not pasteurised.
what is it? Not pasteurised, yeah. So it still contains like all the goodness. But we're having to buy a bottle.
25,
We don't have one. And then you just stick it in there, I think. It cleans your bottle and dispenses milk. Oh shit. Whoopsie. I think that's what happens when you close the door. It cleans your milk bottle.
Open the cabinet door.
Open the cabinet door, insert key or money. Hold bottle up to nozzle. 1 or 2 litres. Oh yeah, so 1 litre is $2.50 and 2 litres is $5.
How do you do this? You have to. Oh, it's
Insert, yeah.
Yeah.